What's up guys, Chris here from Mainely Mesh. Finally giving some goalie love today. This is kind of the beginning of the goalie theory that we've been working on for a long time now, really over the last 4 or 5 months. We've been trying to hone this down to something that could be perfected, and we're not there yet still because there are so many variables in goalie sticks, but we do have a general outline to our theory that we want to pass along to you guys today. And that theory can almost be described as the not so Goldilocks theory, because with goalie sticks in general, whereas in short sticks, the Goldilocks theory is all about getting it just right and not having too much tension, not having not enough tension, not having too much channel. With goalie sticks, it's all about maximizing the pocket. So we want minimum rebound. We want maximum hold. You know, we want this still the kind of ideal channel, but we want it to be as soft, as deep as possible while still having a smooth release and throwing well. And so it just makes it a little bit more difficult to smooth everything out so that there aren't any catch points and that it does throw consistently while still having that crazy rebound control. So the first thing that we started exploring was the idea of really pulling these sticks tight across the top. And so you see, instead of doing a 12D top string in this STX Shield, we've done an 8 diamond top string. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 diamonds along the top. And what we've done with the excess is we've just stacked those next 2 diamonds on top of each other. And this is nothing new. This is what a lot of really good goalie stringers out there use. It's something that we picked up all too recently, and it's very straightforward. But then our next step is continuing this horizontal pull instead of a vertical pull for the next 3 or 4 diamonds. So if you see here, I'm still tying in the 8 diamond row for this next knot, and then I go to the 10 diamond row, and then it's another 10D knot before, and so I don't even get to the 12D row until I'm in my 5th knot of the series. And you can see in the top that these diamonds are not pulled down like the rest of the channel, but are really pulled horizontally like this. And so the goal of this is to decrease rebound. And the way this is accomplished is by, instead of pulling it down and making some more vertical angles, which you can kind of see in, we don't really have a poor example strung up because all we string is great sticks, right, Sam?
Yeah!
Not really, but pulling it horizontally at first allows the natural shape of the diamond, the square really, to have these 45-degree angles in the stick. What this 45-degree angle is going to do is that if a ball hits the top of the stick, as it bends this mesh in, it's going to channel right down into the channel of the pocket and into the base of the pocket. If you pull it down more vertically like this, what can happen is you can have these diamonds become more vertical and push it into the more tensioned parts of the stick, which can actually allow the ball to pop back out. But having this 45-degree angle really directs the ball right into the center part of the stick, while simultaneously not adding an insane amount of tension on the top. So it will give, and where it will give is lower and lower into the stick, into that bag, thus reducing rebounds. From this 5-knot point though, now we start pulling it down a little bit more, but as you see on the sides, we really don't yank very far at all, because now that we've pulled this side diamond tight, and you can see it if I do it more so with my hands, if I grab it here and then pull down, I don't have to pull down very far. But now we're going to talk about the lines of this mesh, and you can see as I exaggerate this motion, you can almost create a U with that mesh row. And so what we found is that by just pulling down horizontally, we would have these series of V's in the stick. And the series of V's, if any one of them was tensioned too much, we would develop a catch point in the stick. And a catch point for goalies, although it can be incredibly beneficial in a short stick, a catch point for goalies is going to really throw off their throwing because the harder they throw, the more it's going to whip. And in a goalie stick, it's often perceived that they have a lot of whip, but actually it's just the length of the head that it means it takes the ball longer to get out of the pocket. So this longer release needs to be as smooth as possible so that you don't have any inconsistencies. So by creating these kind of U shapes, which you can see if I trace my finger along, this isn't a sharp line like this. It's actually fading in and then going vertical and then rounding out into much more of a U than if I just yanked a row down like this and made a sharp V. So that's kind of our secondary thought. I think that's enough for this video. We're already into the 6.5 minute range. We're going to keep more stuff coming to you guys as far as throat strings and stuff. Like I've come to really like the Mohawk. Also just kind of some simple ways to tie your stick, some shooter setups. We're still perfecting it. We would love any and all input down below. But that's kind of the basis, is pulling those first 4 or 5 rows out to the side and then lightly tensioning it down, not pulling too tight, so you can still have this 2 or 3 ball deep pocket that throws incredibly smoothly without any catch points. Theory Thursday Goalie Edition Part Uno. Many more parts to come. Thanks for your patience. We're going to hopefully get a few pre-strungs up to you guys in a month or 2. Otherwise, get in touch with us. Let us know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, follow everybody on Instagram. Thanks so much. We'll catch you guys. It's like turtles on top of each other. It's a turtle party. Like they're... What? I almost...
A turtle party?